What's going on to my Sagittarius? So you have the Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Four of Cups, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so all right. So what I'm seeing here is that the Ace of Cups, the Hanged Man, the Four of Cups. Some of you Sagittarius, okay. Some of you Sagittarius hold expectations of what it is that you think dating was compared to what it is now has been completely flipped. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the Ace of Cups, which was your expectations, right? What it is that you thought things were going to be cute and bubbly and all that other type of stuff and, you know, cotton candy and all of that. And then you have the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. But it's actually some of the things, a lot of the things are actually turned upside down, such as the Hanged Man, right? A lot of the things that you thought that was taught to you through television, or you had the impression of what love was through television, right, is not the reality that reflects you, right, that you experience. Four of Swords. So this got you, Sagittarius, to kind of be laying out on ice, right? Basically, you know, just really in a situation where that's not what it is, you know? You have to change that mentality. And it's been kind of difficult for you Sagittarius, because you Sagittarius are kind of romantic on the inside, where a lot of y'all really want love, but a lot of y'all kind of give up on love somewhere down the road, and y'all start being the wild horses that a lot of you really are. Because that's part of where it comes from for Sagittarius, why it is that Sagittarius doesn't really get themselves with one person, is because they don't think that that one person can actually be a very good relationship with them. And then you have the Seven of Cups, right? So now the Seven of Cups is, now that a lot of you Sagittarius are, you have a lot of these options, okay? Or you have, you see things from multiple perspectives, right? You have ways of you basically, you're understanding better what's going on now. A lot of you Sagittarius have now come up on this, the Ace of Pentacles, this wealth of knowledge, you know, this wealth of knowledge. Now you have all this knowledge as to how things actually are when it comes to mating and dating and getting to know other people, as well as learning how to hold value within your own selves too, and understanding when someone is trying to run game on you and all this other type of nonsense. So the Queen of Swords now represents, because of the fact that you have this wealth of knowledge, right? Look how wealthy it is, right? Treasure chest full of gold. And then you have the Queen of Swords. Now it just seems like a lot of you Sagittarius are pretty much ready for anything and anyone that comes to you that's running that game. A lot of you Sagittarius will be ready, you know? So so for you Sagittarius, it's this expectation, it's this anticipation, really, where it's like a lot of you Sagittarius are like, look, I'm ready. Anybody out here running game, I'm ready. I'm gonna be ready for it. I know what they're doing. But then you have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles, you know? And the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is about, but there's a situation where the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles is, what would happen if you, right now, if you were to get to interact with somebody who liked you a lot and made that romantic part of you itch, right? Where you want to do cute things for them. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You Sagittarius know this to be true. Tell me in the comment section if I'm lying. The Four of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. A lot of you Sagittarius would melt. Y'all would be lovesick if that's the situation. A lot of you would, I ain't gonna say all of you. Some of you will be like, nah, I can't do it. Some of you Sagittarius would be like, nah, I don't know if I should really be out here trying to talk to this person like that, I should stay away from them, because so a lot of you Sagittarius know that you really wouldn't be built for that at this current point in time. So a lot of you Sagittarius would want that if someone was being real with you right now, right? And you wanted to actually get to hang around them more than one time, right? But at the same time, some of you Sagittarius would be like, especially the unevolved Sagittarius, right, of you, with no disrespect. So a lot of y'all would be like, nah, I can't hang around this. And then you would have the Three of Pentacles. And some of you would be like, you're going to try to do something romantic for them. And the reason why it is that it's like that in the first place for a lot of you Sagittarius is that if a lot of you really want love and stuff like this, y'all, first and foremost, you really have to fix your mentality of how you perceive love to be. Sagittarius, I've said this many times before, you Sagittarius, there's no such thing as a tame horse. And that's really an analogy to there's no such thing as a tame really anything. It's just a matter of it's just a matter of the conditioning. Very rarely does a person or an animal really become tame, right? And when you really tame it to that degree, then you've broken its spirit to live. And the problem, the situation, the problem that a lot of you Sagittarius are having is that a lot of you Sagittarius are not finding a real reason or real justification to really be in love again. And one of the reasons to tell you why it is that you should be in love, number one, is because love does exist. Number two, the evolution or the changes that you learn about yourself as well as another person, as well as being able to become better at understanding your own tendencies, what you do, which are your strengths and your weaknesses, as well as another person. And then you develop that ability to understand that within other people. So you understand the mentality behind why people do what they do just from being in a relationship. So there is many benefits towards being in love. A lot of times two people have the mentality of thinking that love don't pay the bills. Listen, y'all gotta knock that off. Not just you, but anybody. Because every single time, and this is no joke, every single time that a person told me that love doesn't exist, they turned out to be a person that was for sale, if you catch my drift, low key. Because that mentality is transactional. Love does exist and it does pay the bills. And that's exactly what it is I'm writing about in my book. So let's clarify some of these cards. All right. Let's clarify this this Four of Cups, excuse me. Let's clarify the Four of Cups. So you have the Knight of Wands, the Hanged Man again, the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords, right? So the Knight of Wands is that there's some sort of, to clarify some of the worries that a lot of you Sagittarius would have if you found that person right now that really checked a lot of the boxes for you. Romantic, they understood you, the two of you got along with one another. The Knight of Wands represents you. A lot of you would be very passionate about this. A lot of you would be very happy about this, to say the least, right? That's happy. But a lot of you would be willing to go through that heartbreak. But the Eight of Wands and the Eight of Swords represents, but there's this worry about if the person would go through and make sacrifices so that the relationship, so that things between you and them can actually grow, right? And a lot of you Sagittarius just haven't necessarily seen those people or met those people who are really willing to make those sacrifices like you have made those sacrifices. So then you have the Three of Pentacles, right? So to clarify the Three of Pentacles, you have the Two of Swords, okay, the Wheel of Fortune, okay, Queen of Wands, and then you have the Knight of Swords. So the Two of Swords is about how, and that's part of the reason why it is that a lot of you are so blocked off, because a lot of you have the mentality of, yes, you will go and you will hang out with them and you'll try to do something romantic. But at the same time, the Two of Swords is about how a lot of you still be somewhat apprehensive, right? Like even when you're trying to do something romantic, you may tend to overthink something. and it's this anxiety or this worry about, if you were to try to do something and you overthought it, would you go too big or would it be thoughtful enough? And the thing about it is that the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords is about, well, here's the problem that you're having. Your own anxiety would be the thing that's stopping you, because one of the things that you have to look out for right now is said anxiety. If you want to be able to push past this anxiety, what you Sagittarians should be doing right now is really understand, because now we're getting into another layer, deeper. One of the things that you should be understanding is understand, plan, right? Plan, understand, what would you do if you met that person? What would the plan be? Like, how would it go from something unassuming to now being a relationship that's so pleasurable and so worthwhile, to the point where you're creating heaven on earth for yourselves, right? Like, what would be a plan? What would you actually do if you started to interact with the person? But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. I'm trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Right now, we have 6,900 subscribers. What? Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.